The plan is Philomena Cunk on cryptocurrency and Ninja Gaiden 2. It's gonna be live.
In a world of one visionary endeavor seeks to bring us all together, then creator live after dark. Harnessing the transformative power of artificial intelligence, the timeless charm of radio theater. The wisdom of books, and the excitement of video games. Zoom Theater Live After Dark illuminates the path to enlightenment and fosters a sense of unity among its audience. Through this unique fusion of storytelling and interactive experiences, we aim to nurture personal growth, improve learning, and inspire a peaceful existence. Guided by your obedient servant, Sebastian Saint Serapian Smalls, we embark on a journey of self-discovery. But where do we begin? Begin by simply listening, slow down, see just how peaceful today can be. Together, we shall create a harmonious community, bound by shared passions and a desire to elevate the human experience. Sebastian Saint Serapian Smalls will be there, to the end of the line, my Valentine, guiding you on this journey towards a more serene and enlightened tomorrow. Catch you guys on the flip side.
Greetings, children. It is I, your obedient servant, Sebastian St. Smalls. The plan is Philomena Cunk on cryptocurrency and Ninja Gaiden 2. Thanks so much for swinging by. Wish us luck.
Philomena Cunk on cryptocurrency. A chatgpt assisted Cunk documentary. Opening scene. Philomena Cunk stands in front of a computer with a serious expression. Philomena Cunk, welcome to another episode of Cunk on Earth. Today, we'll be diving into the mysterious world of cryptocurrency, which is like regular money, but you can't actually touch it, and most people don't understand it. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of finance. Scene. Philomena Cunk in front of a computer screen displaying the Bitcoin logo. Philomena, our journey begins with the invention of Bitcoin, created by the elusive Satoshi Nakamoto. Some say Satoshi is a man, some say a woman, and others believe it's a group of people. It's a bit like trying to figure out who Banksy is, except Banksy doesn't make you rich, just confused. Scene. Philomena Cunk at a Bitcoin ATM. Philomena, from its humble beginnings as a nerdy hobby, cryptocurrency has grown into a global phenomenon, turning computer geeks into millionaires overnight. It's like Revenge of the Nerds, but with Lamborghinis instead of pocket protectors. Scene. Philomena Cunk interviewing a cryptocurrency expert. Philomena, so, explain to me how this digital money thing works. Can I fold it into a paper airplane and throw it at people, or is that not how it works? Expert, well, no. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are entirely digital, and they rely on a technology called blockchain. It's a digital ledger that keeps track of all transactions, making it secure and transparent. Philomena, right, so it's like an online diary, but for money. And people can't cheat because everyone's watching, like a nosy neighbor. Scene. Philomena Cunk visiting a cryptocurrency mining facility. Philomena, but where do these coins come from? Is there some magical money factory where elves are working day and night? Expert, not exactly. Cryptocurrencies are generated through a process called mining. It's when powerful computers solve complex mathematical problems to validate transactions and earn new coins as a reward. Philomena, I see. So, it's like a digital treasure hunt, where nerds use their computers to dig for gold. Except, instead of gold, it's money that doesn't actually exist. Brilliant. Scene. Philomena Cunk standing in front of a wall of cryptocurrency logos. Philomena, since the dawn of Bitcoin, The world of cryptocurrency has exploded with countless
Philomena, since the dawn of Bitcoin, the world of cryptocurrency has exploded with countless new digital coins. We've got Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and even one named after a popular internet meme. It's like collecting Pokemon cards, but instead of trading them with your friends, you hold on to them and hope they make you rich. Join me as we continue our exploration into the baffling world of cryptocurrency, where we'll tackle hard-hitting questions like, can I buy a sandwich with Bitcoin? And, will I ever understand what any of this means? Only time will tell. Scene, Philomena cunk standing in front of a wall of cryptocurrency logos. Philomena, so, we've heard about Bitcoin, the granddaddy of them all, but with any successful invention, it spawned a whole bunch of copycats. It's like when they made that film about a sinking ship and then everyone started making movies about sinking ships. Except these ships are digital coins, and they're not sinking, at least not all the time. Scene, montage of different cryptocurrency logos. Philomena, we've got Ethereum, which is like Bitcoin's smarter but less popular sibling. It can do all sorts of clever things, like create digital contracts and build something called decentralized applications. I'm not entirely sure what those are, but I imagine it's like building a tree house with no tree, which seems pointless but also impressive. Scene, Philomena cunk interviewing an Ethereum expert. Philomena, so, tell me about Ethereum. It's not just digital money, is it? It's like digital money with superpowers. Expert, that's one way to look at it. Ethereum introduced the concept of smart contracts, which are self-executing contracts with the terms directly written into the code. This means they can be enforced without the need for intermediaries, like banks or lawyers. Philomena, right, so it's like having a magical contract that does everything by itself. It's the Hermione Granger of the cryptocurrency world. Scene, montage of Litecoin and Dogecoin logos. Philomena, moving on, we've got Litecoin, which is sort of like Bitcoin's cousin. It's a bit faster and a bit lighter, but it's still mostly about sending digital money from one place to another. If Bitcoin is a golden retriever, then Litecoin is a greyhound, sleek, fast, and a bit less popular at parties. And then there's Dogecoin, which started as a joke but somehow became a real thing. People actually use it to buy stuff, and it's worth actual money. It's like if someone took a picture of a cat playing the piano and turned it into a successful musical career. Scene, Philomena cunk interviewing a Dogecoin enthusiast. Philomena, so, you're telling me that this coin, which is based on a picture of a dog, is now worth actual money? Are we living in a world where people value funny dog pictures more than, say, gold? Enthusiast, well, Dogecoin has a strong community behind it, and it's become a popular way to tip people online for content or services. It's not meant to be taken too seriously, but it does have value because people believe in it and use it. Philomena, that's fascinating. It's like a digital version of the Emperor's new clothes, but instead of being invisible, it's a picture of a dog. Scene, Philomena cunk in front of a wall of even more cryptocurrency logos. Philomena, there are countless other cryptocurrencies out there, each with their own unique selling points. It's a bit like walking into a sweet shop and being overwhelmed by the sheer number of choices. Do you want a chocolate coin, a fizzy coin, or a coin that tastes like banana? The choice is yours, but remember, unlike sweets, these coins can leave a bitter taste in your mouth if you're not careful. In our next segment, we'll delve into the wild world of cryptocurrency platforms, where fortunes are made and lost with the click of a button. Join me as we explore the digital equivalent of the Wild West, where outlaws and lawmen battle it out over who gets to control the flow of digital money in a world where anything goes. Scene, Philomena standing in front of a montage of news headlines about cryptocurrency platform scandals. Philomena, now, let's talk about the rollercoaster world of cryptocurrency platforms. Just like in the Wild West, where there were saloons and banks, the digital frontier has its own places where people gather to trade their coins, like a modern-day digital bazaar. Some are shining examples of success, while others have crumbled under the weight of scandal and greed. Scene, montage of Mt. Gox logo and news headlines. Philomena, take Mt. Gox, for example, which sounds like a mountain where goblins live but was actually one of the first and biggest platforms for trading Bitcoin. It was like the Big Ben of cryptocurrency platform until it all came crashing down when it turned out they'd lost a whole load of people's money. It was like the digital equivalent of losing your wallet down a drain, except the drain was a giant black hole of incompetence and mismanagement. Scene, Philomena interviewing a former Mt. Gox user. Philomena, so, you lost your digital money on Mt. Gox. Can you tell me how that felt? Former user, it was devastating. I had invested quite a bit in Bitcoin, and when Mt. Gox collapsed, I lost everything. It was like watching your house burn down with all your possessions inside. Philomena, that sounds terrible. It's like losing a game of Monopoly, but with real money. Scene, montage of the Silk Road logo and news headlines. Philomena, and then there's the Silk Road, which isn't a fancy fabric shop, but an online marketplace where people could buy all sorts of things using Bitcoin, from handmade soap to illegal drugs. It was like a digital speakeasy, where people could indulge their vices without anyone knowing. That is, until the authorities caught on and shut it down, like a digital game of whack-a-mole. Scene, Philomena interviewing a cybercrime expert. Philomena, so, the Silk Road was like an online black market. Did people really think they could get away with buying illegal things on the internet? Expert, well, the idea was that by using Bitcoin and other anonymous technologies, people could make transactions without being traced. However, law enforcement eventually caught up, and the founder was arrested. Philomena, it's like trying to hide in plain sight, but forgetting that you're wearing a bright red hat. Scene, montage of the Coinbase logo and news headlines. Philomena, on the other hand, we have platforms like Coinbase, which is like the posh, law-abiding cousin of Mt. Gox and Silk Road. It's a place where people can buy, sell, and store their digital coins without the fear of losing them down a metaphorical drain or getting caught in a digital police raid. Scene, Philomena interviewing a Coinbase user. Philomena, so, you use Coinbase. Do you feel safer keeping your digital money there than, say, under your digital mattress? Coinbase user, absolutely. Coinbase is a regulated platform, and they take security very seriously. I feel much more confident using their services than some of the other platforms out there. Philomena, it's like choosing to keep your money in a bank instead of a sock drawer, but in the digital world. As we've seen, the world of cryptocurrency platforms is as varied and unpredictable as the coins themselves. Some rise to great heights, while others plummet into the abyss. Next, we're diving into the tale of two young billionaires, Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison, and their catastrophic tumble from the pinnacle of the cryptocurrency world. Scene, montage of Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison, along with the FTX logo. Philomena, so who are these money wizards, you ask? Well, Sam Bankman-Fried is a youthful billionaire who struck gold in the land of cryptocurrency. He conjured up FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange, in the mystical year of 2019. Caroline Ellison, on the other hand, was a former CEO of FTX, notorious for her flamboyant escapades and her undying devotion to cryptocurrency. Scene, montage of FTX's success. Philomena, for a spell, everything was coming up roses for Bankman-Fried and Ellison. FTX blossomed into one of the most successful cryptocurrency exchanges on this planet. Bankman-Fried bathed in billions, while Ellison frolicked in a life of luxury. Scene, montage of the cryptocurrency market crash. Philomena, but alas, the tide turned. The cryptocurrency market crashed like an elephant on a trampoline, and FTX began hemorrhaging money. Desperate times called for desperate measures. Bankman-Fried and Ellison had to make some tough calls, like letting employees go, slashing expenses, and even selling their precious abodes. Scene, Philomena interviewing a cryptocurrency expert. Philomena, so, tell me, what brought these once mighty billionaires to their knees? Expert, well, it's a combination of factors. The cryptocurrency market crash dealt a significant blow to FTX, which had heavily invested in cryptocurrencies. Additionally, Bankman-Fried and Ellison made some questionable decisions, like overspending on their luxurious lifestyles and making high-risk investments that didn't pay off. Philomena, so they flew too close to the sun, like Icarus with digital wings. Scene, montage of FTX filing for bankruptcy and legal troubles. Philomena, it turns out, no amount of belt tightening could save them. In November 2022, FTX filed for bankruptcy. Bankman-Fried and Ellison were tossed out of their company like weak old fish and chips. And then, to add insult to injury, they were both slapped with fraud charges. Scene, Philomena talking to the camera. Philomena, what does the future have in store for Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison? Will they end up behind bars? Will they lose their fortunes and their homes? It's anybody's guess, really. They might face jail time, but even if they do, they'll still be young and likely wealthy. They might have time to give it another go. And who knows? Perhaps they'll make a glorious comeback, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of their digital downfall.
Perhaps they'll make a glorious comeback, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of their digital downfall.
Let's see here. Go over here. Can I say just me? I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Go up to the upload section, not the live section, if you want to see the whole thing. I'm gonna try to do the whole thing, not just like the beginning of it. Begin by simply listening, slow down, see just how peaceful today can be. Thanks so much for swinging by. Catch you guys on the flip side.